Right, guys. So, I'm sure most of you have heard the news about GTA 6. And they finally confirmed that they're going to be releasing on May 25th, 2026. Now, the biggest concern for Battlefield in that regard was that they basically were hinting about the fact that they weren't sure what kind of release window that they were going for. And I think they kind of hinted in previous investor calls that the timing of the release window can change based on factors outside of their control, right? Like, they didn't say anything, like, concrete, but you kind of got the gist of what they were trying to say. They're basically saying, like, you know, if something's going to release that's going to absolutely ruin us, then maybe we'll change the release window. Now that we've had confirmation... Now that we have a confirmation that that is not happening, I think that, or at least I think a lot of people think that they're probably going to release this year. And that's because there was another investor call after that announcement. Obviously, I think it just coincided. I don't know if it was like a plan, like GTA 6 is being expedited or changed, so we're going to do this meeting and change everything. But, you know, is my sensitivity wrong? What's going on here? My sensitivity's changed. Is it? Something's changed. Anyway, everything feels slow. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my FOV's changed. But yeah, basically, there was another investor call, and essentially they've said, look, if we can release as soon as possible, that would be great. But in other words, is kind of what they've said. They've essentially said, if we can release, then we're going to do it. However, they're not against changing the launch date if they think the game's not ready. Right? They're not against changing the launch date if they think the game isn't ready. That's the most important part. I need to skip this thing. So, essentially, we're pretty sure that the game is going to release this year, mainly because they've also announced when they're doing the reveal. Or at least we think we know when the reveal is going to be, which is going to be this summer. Now, they wouldn't do a reveal and then historically they do the reveal and then they release the game after a couple of months. They're not going to do the reveal in summer and then wait until March unless something catastrophic happened. If you know what I mean. Like that's the only thing is like if something catastrophic happened and the game was genuinely like broken and they thought it wasn't going to work, then maybe they'll do that. But again, I don't. Historically, every time they do the reveal, a couple of months later, they do betas, and then they release. So if we do get a reveal, which we assume is happening pretty soon, it's going to be most likely this year, which is fantastic, insane news for me. Trust me, I was so ready for the game to just be like delayed and delayed and delayed forever and ever and ever. Like I was so ready for that like eventuality. And to be honest, if the game isn't ready, then that is kind of like what we'll have to do. And hopefully, you know, we know that that's the case. Like, they will delay the game if the game isn't ready. Surely this time, no, because Battlefield 2042 wasn't ready, right? I think that's fair to say, right? Battlefield 2042 just wasn't ready, and we just had so many issues with it. Oh my God, there's so many people. So that was the big issue that we had with this game, and clearly the game released way before it should have. It just didn't have the... It was just basically a mess, really. Like, if you guys remember when this game launched, oh my God, so many issues. They also released, like, another dev update with Battlefield Labs, where they talked about, like, kind of, like, the main things that they're focusing on. And surprisingly, one of the most important factors that they're focusing on, which is something that I talked about... whenever I've talked about in the new game that's coming out, I'm always like, I really hope they focus on performance and optimization. They've kind of confirmed that with... they're talking about focusing on latency. Smooth, low latency, high performance gunplay. And now, if you guys remember, 2042 released, everyone had this complaint that the game had, like, inherent latency when you're aiming. So I'm sure a lot of people, especially on mouse and keyboard at least, one of the biggest things that everyone complained about at launch is the fact that basically the game wasn't feeling smooth. And no one really knew why. It took like several months for people to kind of work out slowly, like, why does the game feel sluggish? Like, what's going on with technically the mouse input, but there probably was controller input as well, but it's probably hardest to notice. So that's like one of their biggest focuses. The other thing they talked about was balancing movement speed, because I know that people are a little bit concerned about people sliding around and prone diving, and basically the game becoming more of a movement shooter than people want in a game like this, which is usually quite slow paced. Do you know what I mean? And they're trying to slow things down based on feedback or speed things up. And then lastly, they talked about using the destruction to find a fun balance between basically how much destruction they're going to add to the game to make sure that it's actually balanced and not just like this insane, just everything gets deleted and then you have nothing left. I'm trying to think, what game was it where you could basically destroy half the map and then it kind of ruined the game? I can't remember. It was one of them. Oof. But essentially, I think they're trying to find the right balance between destroying as much of the environment as possible without ruining the gameplay. And that was the 3 things that they outlined in the recent dev update for Battlefield Labs. I think I've covered most of the news now. But what I'm trying to... Oh, BC2. Well, BC2 was the first one that had, like, really good destruction, didn't it? BC2's destruction was kind of nice. Let's go. Got that missile. BC2's destruction was like the first one that had proper destruction. But obviously, I think at that point they were just like, yeah, let's just destroy everything. What could go wrong? Hello. There is a guy there. Very nice. The whole selling point was that everything was destroyable. Yeah. I'm surprised that Arc Raid, with the tech that the Arc Raiders devs, with the finals, right, have... I'm surprised that Arc Raiders doesn't have any destructible elements when they've already got the tech from the finals. Because right now, obviously they're trying to get a nice base game going. It's still beta, but yeah, there's no destruction in Arc Raiders at the moment when they have the finals as a base. I don't know if it was different engines though, if I'm honest. Whoa. Being sniped across the map. Right, I'll focus on beaming men now. Where did I just get shot? Where did we get shot from? Who did that? Maybe the AI and performance was too much for them. Well, I mean, honestly, so far, I don't know what it's like on low-end PCs, but Arc Raiders runs like a dream on my PC. And it looks insane as well. I've already talked about it like several times. Like, I'm not even glazing that hard. I think that Arc Raiders actually looks insane. Although some people keep on saying it looks like a PlayStation 3 game or something. I don't really know where that's come from. I'm not sure. Glad you got 2042 on Steam. Oh yeah, there was a big sale, wasn't there, recently? You could buy like every Battlefield game for $2 individually, but they were selling them really cheap. I don't really know why. Just a random sale, so that every game was $2.50 or something. Wasn't it? I mean, I've already got the game, so I didn't look into buying it. Oof, you scared me. This guy looks like a Dune character. But yes, lots of news, lots of interesting PlayStation 3. That's what I'm saying, dude. No, seriously, people said the graphics for Arc Raiders didn't look that good. And when you look at Dune Awakening and you compare it to Arc Raiders as well, I'm literally like, dude, look at the... Have you not seen the lighting and how good this game looks? I don't know, man. Oh, that's teammate. Okay. For some reason, my aim feels off. Or maybe I'm just used to... Maybe my FOV feels different. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is right. Maybe I've been playing... Again, my Arc Raider sensitivity was set really high. Because with third-person games, I like to have a bit more... Like, much higher sense. Because you got to do, like... If you're going to do a 180 in third person, you got to do a lot more. Maybe they didn't turn HDR on. I mean, I don't think I had HDR on. I'm not sure. Couldn't tell what I'm missing. Not sure. No, Dune Awakening... Like, there's certain aspects of Dune Awakening that are actually kind of unique and interesting. Like, stuff like the worm aggro thing is actually crazy. Why is that? What's going on there? Like, the way that the worm aggro works is insane, dude. Like, it's... Like, you're going across the sand and then the worm just aggroes you. It looks really cool. It really does. But then there's some parts of it that just look like the characters look like they look out of place in the environments. Do you know what I mean? It feels like the world is like photorealistic and then the characters are like not. It's so strange. Hate that corner. Oh, there's someone around that corner. No. The dog literally ruined me. Thank you so much, game. Love the fact that they added dogs. Thanks, man. Which Battlefield had the best sniping, in my opinion? BF5 sniping is actually really good. It's the most balanced, I think. Oh, whoops. Well, if I'd been McKay, I could have stopped that happening. Yeah, BF5, I think, had really good sniping mechanics. It was like really fast ADS speed, pretty fast. Oh, I forgot you can't do that late. Never mind. I forgot you can't. Oh, nice, a collab. What was I gonna say? Yeah, nice fast ADS speed. I should be dead, yeah. Nice fast ADS speed, nice fast bullet velocity, but slightly lower damage, so you had to go for headshots. My FOV is 79. Yeah, 79 is like 112 FOV. That's the way it's supposed to be. But maybe it's reset my what's it called? It might have reset my monitor coefficient settings? I don't know. Mouse and keyboard. Oh god. On foot. God, there's so much shite here. Zoom sensitivity coefficient. Yeah, this is all making sense. Uniform soldering on. Yes, it's supposed to be at 0, yeah. But no. Maybe I'm just used to the FOV of other games now. I'm confused. Unless things have drastically changed. You felt like getting headshot was too easy in BF5? No. It's not. I think sniping in BF5, obviously not as difficult as BF3 or BF4, but sniping in BF5 was quite difficult because the guns killed so fast. Let's see if I can get him with this nade, ready? Oh, my gun just didn't shoot, by the way. What the hell was that about? I went to shoot and it was just like, nah, I don't feel like shooting today. I mean, bro. What is this? What is this? He's got an LMG and he's just shooting forever. Oh my god. Okay, well, saved. Sure, I'll take that. Okay. Yep, I mean, that was always going to happen, brother. That guy was trying to beam me from far away with an LMG. It was never going to happen. They're going to rest these guys, I think. Beautiful. I don't know, man. My sense just feels quite slow for some reason. Oh, the health regen's so insane. What the fuck? I don't think... No, that's the thing. Parts of Dune look good. The environments look good. The characters look strange. It's like someone injected Cartoon Network characters into a realistic world. That's what I feel about Arc Raiders. Sorry. Dune Awakening, if you saw that. $2042. Wait, is 2042 still $3 right now? I mean, guys, listen. $3 is pretty cheap. Not gonna lie to you. I know that some of you are gonna meme and be like, 2042 isn't even worth $3, and I'm like, well, if it's $3, then honestly, genuinely, what do you have to lose? Apart from $3. Like, I would definitely say 2042 is definitely worth $3. Can we agree on that? No? Unless you want to be edgy? I don't know. I think we can agree that 2042 possibly is worth $3. Oh my god. Wait, whoa. How are you surviving more than... How did you survived a snipe and a deagle shot? How is that possible? They have healing.
Enemy is in control of Charlie 2.
No more Delta Force? I mean, guys. I've said it 100 times. You can't have skill-based matchmaking like that in a game like that. It was, in my opinion, unplayable. I like, genuinely, that's like they've destroyed. They destroyed my trust with that. Like, that's just illegal. That's an illegal maneuver. Yeah, pushing me. I was gonna say. Is it $3 now? Yeah. Apparently. Again, I already had the game, so I've not been checking the prices, but allegedly, yes, the game is $3. I should probably put the sound up a little bit so you guys can hear it better, because I know how much you want to hear the sound of this video game. You guys love video game sounds. Isn't it because there's not... Isn't it just because there's not too many players? I don't know what you're talking about. The game has SPMM. That's it. That's all there is. Unforgivable. And then the devs told us that we were... What's it called? They gaslit us about it. Load of bollocks. Okay. Sure, I'll take C1. After all, why not? Oof, that's a horrible animation for scoping in. What the fuck? 2042 isn't a bad game. It's alright. I do go back to it and then I play through all the maps. Why is SBMM so bad in this? It works well in other games like MOBA, because MOBA is 10 players as opposed to 100 players or 64 players. And in MOBAs, the characters are balanced competitively. They're supposed to be played on a competitive level most of the time. In this game, everything's balanced based on cheese and how much fun people have, hopefully, or just stupid. Like, the guns aren't balanced in a way that's thought to be like, yes, this is fair. This is going to work well in a tournament. You understand? Oh, this guy needs help, man. Speed was struggling to hit shots there. Is that an enemy tank? Oh my word. I hear a footstep above me. Lovely. Now that's the CS:GO bunny hop that we like to see. You enjoyed the sniper guy video in Delta Force? Yeah, I mean, that was still good. Oh, see, this is when I wish I was McKay, because I could just go up on that ledge. But unfortunately, I'm not. You thought turrets was a good idea in this video game. This guy need him. What happened to that nade? What happened to that nade? Oh my god. Any more? Where are they hiding? Oh my god. He's still... his body looked like it just ragdolled. Did you... Okay, I don't know if you guys were also looking at that. I thought he died. I thought someone else had sniped him or something. His body ragdolled and I thought he was dead. What do you rate Dune? Well, I've not played a lot of it. Or I've not played enough of it, I guess you could say. So far, I enjoyed aspects of it, but the combat was really a letdown. I really didn't enjoy the combat of Dune. I thought it was like too basic. You know? It's like it is. I know it's supposed to be a MMO, but I don't know. I feel like the combat just felt. What game could it rhyme out? It's like the combat felt like Assassin's Creed. Do you know what I mean? The combat felt like Assassin's Creed combat. That's how I would describe it. Which is weird for a game that's like quite fluid and, you know, I just didn't get it. The sound isn't clean in this game to quiz with art creators. Well, I mean, there's a lot more going on in this game, so, you know, you can give them the benefit of the doubt there. What happens to this guy? He goes crazy. You don't feel connected to your character in any way fighting in third person. I mean, the only thing with Arc Raiders is obviously, yes, it is in third person, which means people can do the most cheesy thing you've ever seen. They can be, you can be the cheesiest player in the world in Arc Raiders, like, and it has happened. I've got this death in. I was playing with, who was I playing with? Tomo. I was playing with Tomo. It was just as a duo. Oh Jesus! And I go across a zip line, and you can clearly see there's no enemies where I'm about to zip to, and then they just peek from the pillars and kill me, and there's absolutely nothing I can do. Like, I'm looking at the building, I'm checking the windows, there's no one there, and then the second I get on the zip line, just dead. And there's genuinely, I don't even know, not take the zip line. I mean, that's what the haters will say, right? They'll be like, well, that's your fault for not being sneaky. And it's like, yeah, but I was okay. You know what I mean? Obviously, if nothing had happened, then it would have been fine. But it was, and that's what's it called? The hindsight backseers. There's always that. So it doesn't matter how you could play the game perfectly up to a point, and then you make one mistake that's unavoidable, and they're just like, well, if you'd just not taken the zip line, I would have survived. Then you're like, oh my god, dude. Like, obviously with the information now. Oops, I forgot the parachute sucks. What's the bad thing about Delta Force? SBMM. And also, like, there's not a lot of content. Like, I think I've played 90% of the content in Delta Force. There's not too much left for me to do. Really. Oh no. There's a tank. Has he seen me? I don't know if he's seen me. Hello. I actually heard footsteps once. That's crazy. I never usually hear footsteps. And then, can I go around the side, or is there a vehicle there? There is a vehicle there. Unlucky. And now me shot in the back. Okay, there was an enemy right behind me making no noise. Good. Apparently, Arc Raiders test was only 30% of the final content. Yeah, that's what they're saying. But I think that Arc Raiders is going to have to, not have to, but like, I feel like they're going to release soon. They did a poll, or they gave a thing to their testing people, and they said, do you think the game's ready for release? As one of the questions. So, yeah, that's what I thought. Not that that necessarily means they're going to release it straight away, but it's kind of indicative that they're thinking about it. That's a very loud vehicle. You know? Where should we go?
Stay focused until the end.
Does this game make any sound? Sometimes. They just don't like making, like, for instance, vehicles are incredibly quiet. We're not really sure why. Like, I don't know why vehicles are so quiet in this game. Oh god, it's so hard shooting down on people. Because they can move in so many different directions. He's dead. Summer Games Fest starts on June 6th. Hoping they do Arc Raiders via the same method. What, did they release the finals? I'll be honest though, I actually, as someone who creates content, having companies randomly drop games is actually fucked. Like, it absolutely ruins me. But the problem is this is always the issue. They always tell some people and not everyone. So you end up in this scenario where if you're not part of the selected golden boys, then you don't get to find out the information. And so, you know, I decide to take a holiday on the day they release. I would literally have to come home from holiday. You know, and as much as, you know, some people, not everyone gets to have a holiday. But it is what it is. Being able to plan things out at least is nice sometimes. Rain splashes on my gun? I think it's just like it's just a texture, not a texture. What is it? What do they call them? There's rain on my gun, but I don't think it's being affected by it, like, directly. As a consumer, it's great. Yeah. God, it's so hard to hit these guys from up here. Right, let's... Can I kill this guy? Damn, that's actually hard to hit. Oh, and my game made weird... I just lost audio for a second. Oh, we lost.
All forces evacuate. We can't take the site. The
Um...
plan was flawed.
Yeah, I like sniping in BF5 anyway, is what we were saying before. Can you play some BF3, BF4? Not really, no. Do I think this game is worth $6.99? Probably, yeah. If the game is worth 10 quid, right? Probably. At the very least. Or $10 or whatever. Closed betas, yeah. Well, no, so the closed beta thing, again, that did give me an advantage, right? Because I'm a creator, I can then obviously get access before anyone else, because I can say to the developers, hey, can I just have access to the game because I'm special? And they'll be like, you are a very special boy. And then they stroke my hair and put me to bed. But yeah, so in that regard, I've already had the privilege of having the game early. But not knowing when the game's releasing is also very terrifying. Same thing with Battlefield 6 or whatever it is, you know? Oh, God. Why this? Why this? How mad would you be if Arc Raiders had a random release whilst you're on holiday? Well, I would come home. That's what would happen. They would release the game, and I would hopefully be home within 24 hours. And that is the reality of being a content creator. But at least I have that privilege, I guess. Look at it that way. You know, I'd be like, right, I gotta come home. Okay. Because again, Arc Raiders for me is like a big game this year. Why not just finish the holiday? Does being away from the beginning make that much difference? It's you have to remember that everything stems from the initial kind of like launch of things, unfortunately. If you're not there for the launch, then everything's been done. That's just how it is. You'd come home from a vacation just for the game? Yeah, that's... What the fuck? Yes. YouTube videos and guides? Yeah, just being there, guys. I don't think... This is the part of content. You've got to be there, dude. If you're not there, you're not there. If you people want information, they can find it elsewhere.
US forces attacking one of our objectives.
And I'm at least planning on, like, you know, Arc Raiders has definitely showed itself to be much more interesting than I thought. Can't see that guy. I get that, but you'll have the viewers 1 week later still. Well, but this is what I'm saying. This doesn't usually happen. which is why we try and find out when the releases beforehand, so that I can plan it around it. You know?
Alpha 1 lost. Repeat. Alpha 1 lost.
Oh my god. The team's getting absolutely slammed, and these guys are just literally killing everyone. This is... You know what? This is so fun. I'm leaving immediately. Wow, that was so much fun, dude. Just a tank just driving around killing us, and there's nothing we can do. That was sick. I think I was on defense there as well. I couldn't tell. You want to enjoy your holiday knowing the viewers will still tune in a week later? Yeah, absolutely. But you have to remember that, like, if you want to be part of a big game, if in this current world, you know, because of how saturated it is, you do have to be there first. That's just how it is. If you want to keep going, that's it. Maybe 5 years ago, people didn't really care as much, and honestly, people didn't have, you know, there wasn't that many people. But now there's hundreds, thousands, all doing the same thing. When exactly is it getting released? So we're looking at a summer reveal, right? Which we've had many times before with the Battlefield game. And then actually don't they do the reveal usually early in the year? I don't know. Anyway, the point is that next couple of months reveal, couple of months after that beta, couple of months after that release. So we're probably looking at October, November. Maybe September. Yeah, we're talking about both, Nitsi. Yeah, it's probably releasing on Ella's birthday. Wait, what the? What the? Wait, where's my UI? What just? What just happened? If it was BF6, I'd rent a jet. Well, maybe not a jet, no. I'm not Shroud. I'm pretty sure Shroud did that. He rented, well, not a private jet, but I'm pretty sure he rented a private plane to get back from an event, to get back to streaming. You know. By the way, I don't know if that's true. I just heard it. Oh, good. That was good. Can I pick a good loadout now? Should we just go back to the... What other guns do they have here? The Rorsch. Ugh. I haven't used that in ages, but we can try it. I don't remember what it is. I don't remember how good it is. I don't know if they've nerfed it to oblivion. That is not the correct... What? You have to, like, customize it or something, don't you? How do you do it again? This... Wait, this is... Oh, it's the wrong scope, that's why. There you go. I can't remember if they nerfed this. I haven't used it in months. I don't remember how it works. It's a bit longer to charge now. Honestly, one of the most busted things in a video game. This thing is so broken. What the fuck? This is honestly like, this when they released this, I was literally like, you're joking. Warzone tomorrow, yeah, Warzone tomorrow, and then Doom on Tuesday, I think. Oh, what? I mean, oh, I see. They're actually pushing up. Whoops. I should probably... No. Is that a player? Whoa! Oh my god. There's a vehicle making no noise. Let's go. What sniper is this? This is a... What do they call it again? Beam rifle. What do they call them? Railgun. That's the one.
Regroup here.
Doesn't actually exist.
Objectives.
It can be an AR too. Yeah. Now it's actually going to be bad, I think. When it's actually only good at super long range now, I think. Could like pre-fire that guy. Can I use my grade launcher thing and shoot someone that far?
Hostile down.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. This gun doesn't. This gun should be a pickup weapon. Basically the lightning gun. Well, you have to charge it though. That's the only difference.
Threat eliminated.
What was the one in hardline? The 300 knockout? I was gonna say, dude, how have you snuck all the way out there? Yeah, the 300 knockout was insane as well.
One down.
But the 300 knockout had like it was like the slowest firing bullet in the game. 300 meters a second.
Threat neutralized.
How can I not see them through the smoke? That doesn't make any sense.
Reloading.
I liked Hardline. Yeah, Hardline was alright. Personally, I didn't like it that much. I only played it for like 100 hours, which for me as a Battlefield creator was pretty low. I like some of the mechanics. That's about it, really. Alright, is there any guys sitting in the back of the map trying to snipe? Or have they given up now? It was called the 300 knockout, wasn't it? It wasn't called the 300 knockout. It was literally called the 300 knockout. I think it was obviously like a play on words. I'm guessing the true name is that, but 100 hours. But see, wait, this isn't Hardline, Henry. This is 2042. What are you talking about? We've literally just said I played 100 hours of Hardline. Well, that was crazy. What the fuck?
We have a breach of one of our objectives.
Do I like Delta Force Warfare? No. Not anymore. What's the release date for the new BF? We don't know, but it's going to be this year. In my opinion. Do I find myself playing BF5? Sometimes I stream it. Occasionally. I don't find myself being like, oh boy, I'd love to play some BF5. You know, I'm not there like gagging to play BF5. No, not really. Place order as squad leader. All right. Now nade this.
Grenade out. Out of ammo. Let's reload.
Control of Bravo 1 moving up.
God, who put this bloody sentry gun up here? You bastard.
Need to reload.
But yes, the sniper is called 300 knockout. First up because they just called it something for funny. Put order? Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't necessarily want to be a squad leader. I don't care. It's not what I'm about. It's not my. That's not my prerogative. Oh, dude, this used to charge about twice as fast. By the way, I forgot how OP that was. God, these things are so stupid. you still can't hit them because they have like a hertz rate of like 1. It just like, look, you see it like zipping around. They never changed that, by the way. Any plans to go back on Reforger? Oh, come on, dude. I needed 1 more millisecond. The problem with the Armor Reforger is it's kind of like, we've kind of done all the new stuff. We've played the new choppers, played the new guns, and it is fun, but, you know, it does get a bit old eventually. There's only so much. Let's look at this shit, man. Fuck off. It gets old quickly, and like, you know, when you want to snipe in the game, it is kind of a sense of like, you have to have perfect conditions in order to do certain things in the game. Why might I shoot? Yeah, okay. Like, in order to play how you want, things, you have to have the right server, you have to have the right team, you have to have the right weather, you have to have the right time of day. It's just like, there's just too many barriers sometimes to enjoying the game. What the fuck? And that's the problem I have with Armor, is like, I have to literally find, I have to like join certain servers, join certain teams, make sure it's daytime, make sure that the server's full, make sure it's playing the right map, and it's just like, oh, I can't, you know, it's just hell. Who do I get shot by? I can't see anything. How many hits can you guys take? Thank you. So it's so much longer than I remember. Holy shit. Oh my god. Will I be dooming this week? Yeah, I think so. I hope people like it though, because I know that it's going to be much more like, it's going to be less gunny. Which isn't that kind of the point of Doom? No? So I'm a little bit worried that it's going to be more of like a...
That's one down.
It's like a... It's going to be more... What's it called? Melee combat focused. I don't know. I still think it's going to be fun. Dude, don't you love it that we can't shoot that guy in that vehicle? What a great design choice. Then you have to shoot them 4 times in the head in order to... Just to kill someone out of these stupid vehicles. Not that one. Ready for 130 FPS. I thought Doom had incredible optimization. No? Doom doesn't have crazy optimization? It used to. What the hell? Is that a player? No. It's a dead guy, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I'm shooting at. That's a player. Whoa, he just did some crazy move. What the fuck? It does, but it doesn't run that great. I swear, every Doom that's come out, the game runs at like 6 billion FPS, and it runs on everyone's PC. So maybe this one... How is this one different? Surely they're not changing the graphical style that much. Damn. He got movement. Wait, what? They got their plate back on. What the fuck? That's crazy. What? How was that not a headshot? It has ray tracing you can't turn off? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? It doesn't have DLSS and frame generation with a 5090. Yeah, that's something I've got. I'll be fine. It depends if people are going to play it on ultra. I'll probably play it on like high. I'll play it on high probably. So if it's not a headshot, like, is that not a player? No. Like, what am I shooting at there? That is a player. Who knows, man? That's apparently not a player. I don't know. Is there a difference between highest and lowest settings? Did I play Tony Hawk's when I was younger? Yeah. I played Tony Hawk's Underground 2, I think. Or was it 1? I don't know if I played 1 or 2. The one that's where you start off in New Jersey.
Enemy down.
I think the problem is if you don't get the headshot, it's the 3-shot kill, right? As far as I can tell. Tony Hawk's Underground 2 deserves a remake. That's what I'm saying. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2. Isn't Skate coming out this year? Skate 9 or whatever. Do you know what? I've never played a Skate game. Never ever played a Skate game ever. Nice, dude. It was a console exclusive. Well, there you go. Oh, nice shot, buddy.
Enemy spotted. Distance 300 meters.
Yeah, so I never played them. Why did they only make it console? I'm gonna actually be so annoyed when they release GTA 6 as console only first. Like, bro, you can't be doing this in today's age. They can do it, but they shouldn't do it. They can do it, but they shouldn't do it. Like, we are so far past, like, console exclusives. PC exclusives I can kind of understand. Because they actually, like, the game is made originally on a PC, right?
Tango eliminated.
Whereas I've never understood console exclusives.
Objectives has been targeted.
It'll be, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, if it can run on a console, it can 1,000,000% run on a PC, and they just, like, gatekeep it for no reason. It's so weird. I don't think they will. I think they will. The only thing that I can see with GTA 6 not coming out is that what's it called? They have these roleplay guys doing, or they've hired the guys that made the mods. So I'm thinking, if they've hired the guys making the mods, then surely they're going to be PC based. I'm actually shooting too far in front, I think. Yeah. I'm actually shooting too far in front. That's how fast the velocity is. They'll do full Skyrim, releasing it 100 times. Yeah.
Nearly all of their resources.
Victory is within our reach.
That's not great. Yes. 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 There's just not a lot of cover here. Not a lot of good cover, anyway.
Control of objective Charlie Rock.
They want console to have it first. Yeah, but why? It doesn't make sense. What's the benefit? Because is it apart from to sell more copies? You know what I mean? Like, surely it's a what's it called? It's a business decision. It's not a, oh, we want to give it to console first for whatever reason. You know? Sony's paying the big bucks. I've only got 7 tickets. How did that not hit?
They are hitting Charlie 1 hard.
Lovely.
The Americans are retreating. Good work. I will remember this day, no Pats.
The delay was because they're gonna globally take over the game scene with PC and console release at the same time. Well, but that's what I'm saying. I even with the delay, I still don't think they're doing that. You know what I mean? That's the issue. I wish that was the case. I don't know why they don't just release it on PC and just make everyone's lives so much easier. What's going to be the price of a PS6? I don't know. Optimizing a game like GTA is a nightmare for PC. I guess you're talking for most PCs. Maybe so PC players aren't modding the game immediately after launch. They're definitely not doing it for that reason. They're not doing it so people can't develop cheats or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think that's the reason.
هنعمل ايه؟
It is what it is. It's what they do. I just wish they didn't. That's it. You know what I mean? I just wish they didn't. I just wish it was. I wish it wasn't like that. I read people are buying more PCs than consoles. I think honestly, I mean, this sounds. How do I describe this? Do you think that streaming has had a big impact on people, whether people buy a PC or a console? Obviously, you guys are probably more in tune with that thought. Because if you think about it, yeah, obviously I play PC. If all of you watch me and you all see me playing on PC, then you're going to be like, oh, PC is actually pretty good. But like, I noticed that maybe 8 years ago, it was like 50% of people streamed on PC and 50% of people streamed on console. Like, purely console. Now, 99% of streamers play on PC. Like, the shift was crazy. Like, not just because of things like aim assist added to Warzone or anything like that. Like, I'm saying 99% of people stream on PC now. And I think that streaming has become so mainstream as well. Like, lots of people do streaming casually anyway, not necessarily as a job as well. It's like, if you don't have a PC, then you're not going to be able to stream as easily or make content or upload videos and all that stuff. So I feel like the PCs thing has maybe been influenced by streaming in particular because so many streamers use PCs. I don't know.
We fight for you, old friend.
The one thing you do have to think about though that I've always thought about is that, and maybe that does merit the idea that they're trying to optimize a game for not just a console, but thousands of variations of PC builds. You know what I mean? That's the hard part. Is you have what, 50 motherboard manufacturers, 100, maybe even more, hundreds of manufacturers for every single part of a PC that's put together in a case, and hopefully it works well on your game in particular. I don't know. It goes a little crazy now. What should I use? Should I use some sort of gun? Like a RM68. Is that good for range? I don't know.
Our forces are assaulting Alpha 2.
Move to the objectives and
Reforger was massive for Xbox being able to download mods. Well, that's another thing as well. I was hoping that Reforger would have sorted the stuff out with PlayStation and Sony and stuff. Oh god. Guy dead. He's dead. This gun used to be a laser beam. It doesn't feel like that anymore. Does not feel like a laser beam. Oh shit, I needed the Jesus Christ, this thing is the hardest thing to aim in the game right now. I can't aim with this thing. What the fuck? It's dead. That recoil is crazy. M4 or M5, whatever the fuck they call it now. And then revolver. It's short to mid-range, but it used to be I remember that gun being literally broken because of how accurate it was. Absolutely broken. Maybe I should go McKay for this map.
Alpha 1 is now ours.
Oh god, the recoil on Call of Duty is laughable at the moment. Every gun's a laser beam, every single one. AM4 is a beast. I've not actually, I don't think I've used that in a while. I remember using it when it released. But I'm behind the wall though. Like I can show you in my kill cam in a second when it lets me free. Like I'm 1 billion%. There's absolutely no way I died there, but that's okay. It's all right. It's just things.
Enemies attempting to capture
Just
Alpha
things.
Need to reload. One down.
Is there people in here? Why are you shooting? Why is my teammate clearing rooms with their own team in them? Oh, he's dead. There was a guy underneath the wall there.
Cover. I'm reloading.
Oh god, I actually heard footsteps, but it was actually my teammate for once. That's crazy. God, I can't see a bloody thing. I can't see any of these people. And I'm not even on the highest FOV. I'm on quite low FOV. This is when McKay would be maybe the choice over this guy. See, I felt like that this gun has way less recoil than the other one. No?
They're attempting to secure objective Alpha.
What the fuck? Should perks be in BF6? I think that's the system that they're going for. You guys do realize that 100% confirmed there's not going to be a server browser, right? Especially because they addressed the system out the SBMM thing, because they addressed matchmaking in the new game. 0% chance we get a server browser for normal games. What the fuck happened?
Tapping our reserves, but no need for a while.
Because he said that, like, basically the matchmaking is going to be taken into account, blah 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 blah. Like, there's no way we're getting a server browser. Maybe not, at least not at launch for sure. Otherwise, they wouldn't have. Really? Really? I didn't get that kill.
Alpha 2.
Oh god, there's snipers everywhere. Steps. There's a guy up here. Almost didn't see him. I think I hear people. I think I hear more. I thought I heard one more footstep. Not the greatest aim,
Hold on.
but...
Reloading.
What? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Did they go into the tree? Oh, there's a guy behind him. Do you really think it can even be close to what BF4 was? I don't know. Maybe. We just don't have enough information on the game to even make any kind of assumptions about it, unfortunately. It looks good so far. And again, because they've literally, I don't know if you guys, at the beginning of the stream, I talked about one of the main things that they're focusing on in this game to 100% nail down is smooth gunplay and low latency. In terms of no input lag, is what they're trying to say. Do you know what I mean? They've never said that before, ever, as far as I'm concerned. They've never been like, we want to make sure that the game feels as low latency as possible. I don't think any devs usually say that because it's never usually a thing they care about. How do you feel about 2042 in its final state? It's just fine. It's all right. I mean, it's better than it was at launch. I don't know. It doesn't feel very. I don't know. How do I describe it? It doesn't feel very grounded. That's one of the reasons why I don't like it. It almost feels like a. It almost feels like a not a real Battlefield game in some ways. You know what I mean? I think them getting rid of the style massively changed my opinion of it. Like, it is a Battlefield. It plays like a Battlefield, but it just doesn't look like one in most cases. Do you know what I mean? Whether that's relevant to the gameplay or not, I don't know, but visually. Oh yeah, I forgot you have to pull your chute really early, otherwise you just die for no reason. Unlucky bird. He had such a good angle too. He was gonna own me. His teammate. Now this guy's gonna peek again, but he's gonna be like, he's gonna tickle me with his M4. Surely, but he's dead. Oh, okay. You just who? Who just got an angle on me?
One down! Vamos, Saraki, cover me!
I mean, I'm not... See, I don't give a shit about the music. Like, whatever. The music's whatever. Sometimes it made a difference, but... For me, not really. Wasn't what I played the game for. I'm not there, like... You know, obviously in BF1, I think the music played a big part. But... Yeah, I'm not sitting there like, oh, damn, wish the music would have made such a difference. I don't think it would have made too much difference for me. Holy shit, that guy got... every shot on me. What rounds are in this gun? I can't remember. I think this is the light ammo.
Hostile troops concentrating on Bravo 2.
I can't remember how much damage Magnum does at max range on body parts. Like this, like look at this, dude. This is genuinely something like the. Do you remember one of the things that really triggered me back in the day? Was when they announced that they'd added the plastic bags in an update.
We have secured objective Bravo 1.
That's one down!
It wasn't necessarily the plastic bag. They didn't say added plastic bags floating in the wind, but I remember there being something along those lines. How the fuck did he not die in? I don't know how he didn't die. Okay. Jesus Christ. I remember they said something. It wasn't like we've added trash bags, but it kind of like you knew what they meant when they added the trash bags. It was like there was like an individual line that said added aerial debris, and you were like, oh god. And like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, you're telling me they've just left that in forever, that the birds just fly in a straight line like that? Mental. That's mental. That's been in for since launch, where the birds just basically make like a bird caterpillar in the sky. I think I looked at that last time we played, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I realized it was the birds just lined up. Not that the birds make any difference to the gameplay. I'm just saying it just kind of goes... It's like a hint at the, you know, the quality control. Like, what the fuck? Why? Why is it like that? And then they just went... It's not worth fixing. We'll just... Who cares? Just birds, innit? It would be better if they just weren't even there. Hello? Thank you. I play for the bags. But yeah, no, the addition of the plastic bags floating in the wind, that was, again, why? It wasn't in at launch, and they were like, you know what this game needs? This game needs plastic bags floating in the wind. For some reason. It was so weird. Bird dev. I forgot the bird dev got fired.
The American forces are
Once the bird dev got fired, that's when I knew the game wasn't gonna do okay. Come on, hit him. Yeah. Hello. That guy just sits up there, and we can't hit him. He's got like he's perfectly in the sun. What the fuck? Guys, you know vehicles in video games make noise, right? Like, I've been killed by 3 vehicles and they just don't make a single fucking sound. I don't get it. Why don't the vehicles make any sound in this video game? Like, I've been run over twice to a silent vehicle as well. Oh, I didn't buy the bird DLC.
U.S. forces are in disarray. Take the advantage.
We fight for each other.
Hello? There's him. Oh, and he's been shot in the head. See, I can't go this way because I'll just die to a sniper who's sitting on the edge. Electric vehicles? I mean, the thing, I wish they were, but I don't think they are. Then you could at least give them the benefit of the doubt. There is still a guy up there. You can... Oh. Okay, I guess I'll die then. Wow, this guy's really good, dude. Wow, that's such a sick spot. Alright, I'll spawn in then. Oh, it just spawns me inside again. Fun. Oh, fuck off, man. I don't want to spawn... Okay, this is another thing. How does clicking here make me spawn here? It doesn't make any sense, but it's a classic. I'll tell you what, it's a classic. Why have I got the game ending music on? It's making the sound of the round ending music. It's making the sound of the round ending music when we have 260 tickets left.
We're taking significant losses.
Can I go up here? Is this allowed? Am I allowed to be up here? He's in combat. See, I don't want to just be instantly minced in the back by someone just camping on the hill, which I think... Oh my god, dude. Jesus fucking Christ! Where the fuck? Well, at least we got the guys. Right, there we go. And now we can spawn it. No one shot those guys. Not a single person on my team. Not a single man or woman.
Throwing grenade. Get down.
SBMM kicking in. Well, it's not necessarily. And this is the only game. This is the only game where I feel like it actually doesn't have SBMM, but it does have something. We just don't know what it is. Is anyone gonna res me? Maybe, 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 maybe. Oh my word. Play in. Oh god. How? He walked into my shots as well. Alright. I wanted to use this as well. That's what I was getting ready for. How do you do it again? V or something? Is it V? I wish this game had sound. Like, someone just, I'm pretty sure someone just walked up to our right and just shot us. I don't know, man.
Our victory is nearly at home.
Landing on their objectives and attack.
Is there someone in this smoke first? I'm just checking.
On your feet and fight. I'm out. Reloading.
See, this is when you would smoke up. You smoke, and then you would McKay your way in at max velocity, and then just beam everyone in the back. You know? I swear, if I get shot in the back now, I'm gonna lose my mind. I think, yeah, I am gonna get shot in the back. I knew it! I knew it! There's someone like up on the cliffs just firing shots randomly.
We fight for each other.
That is death if I go up there. I hope I understand that. Nice little spot here though.
We hold our objectives no matter what.
Please. 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 Is there a way up here or am I just smooth? I feel like... See, this is when McKay would be perfect again. Can I not grab the ledge? No. Oh, I can. And it's death. Yep. I can grab the ledge, but then I'm stuck on that ledge. Okay, get the health back. Somehow... This is such an annoying angle to shoot him at.
With this sector conquered, our victory
Okay.
is certain.
I'm being spotted, so that's great. Are we gonna jump off this ledge? Surely. Okay. No, 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 no. Go, 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 go. Please, 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 please. Yes, dude. Come on. This is what it's all about. Getting the health back.
Russian forces are
Come
now
on.
at half strength.
Oh, they've got like they've got the counter things everywhere. Hang on. So I'm guessing I can't use my
Out of ammo. Let me reload.
oh, I didn't realize I hadn't reloaded for that. Okay, perfect shots. Perfect. Do you think they'll ever get around to releasing Delta Force for console? That was a big blunder on their part. They shouldn't have promised it because they said they were going to release it Q1 2024, and now everyone's just like, okay, yeah, it is what it is. Maybe they'll still make a resurgence, but honestly, I feel like it's almost, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to kind of make any waves. Am I being shot? I'm being shot from somewhere behind me, which is super annoying. And there's just nades everywhere. Like, what the fuck? There's a guy. Oh my god, you're such a rat.
Hostile neutralized.
Now you're dead. Waiting for everyone to look the other way before peeking is so lame. Yeah, can I get a heal? I'd love a heal, brother. Yeah, there's no way. More nades. Armed mountain goat. Well, I mean, true, but... Oh, you can actually cap it from here. I didn't even realize that. Very nice. Very nice. Come on. Yes. We got this angle held down. As long as no one caps C2 behind us. Or shoots me with the Avances. We win.
Well done. The entire area is now
Fred, stop
secure
being
and
weird,
under
man. Being weirdo. Do I not enjoy the Battlefield mode in Delta Force? No. Not anymore. What do you think about Classic Conquest mode? What, in this game? I haven't played it. What was the new update, by the way? There was a new update for this game, apparently. What was it? Dead Space skins. Is that it? I don't really know if there was anything else. They brought back the Dead Space event. Because I got an update and I was like, they're still updating? They're still updating today? What do you think about Arc Raiders having no wipes? I mean, if they've got the content for it, then good for them. Every extraction shooter, the only thing they run out of content and then they go, do another wipe. So it's like, okay. So if they can get away with actually having that much content, then they don't need to do wipes. Then that's pretty fucking insane. You know, I'm all for it. Arc Raiders is overhyped. I don't think it is. Mainly because it looks good. It plays good. It plays good at the moment. I think one thing I am a little concerned about is that there is some sort of matchmaking. Don't know what it is. Don't know how it works. Because you play, basically, once you start putting on good gear and getting into the higher echelons, you start facing other players who also have really good gear, which isn't a problem necessarily. But the game's mechanics aren't built to be competitive, right? And I think we can all agree on that. So, when you do start getting to... Because even Delta Force, to a degree, has some competitive elements to it. Even if you think it's, you know, there's the like the hero abilities and shit. But this game is specifically built for sandbox kind of bullshit moments occasionally. And once people start getting good at that, and they have a matchmaking system so that you're only fighting people who have who can cheese to the absolute maximum, that's when I think it's going to become less fun to play. And this always happens every single time, is they have these... They want the game to be fun, but then they add a matchmaking system, and then they go, well, you're going to have to just face all the people that know every single cheese in the book. Good luck. I'm pretty sure, yeah, third person especially, obviously, whatever. That's... I mean, third person, whatever. I'm letting that go. I'm thinking about the fact that, like... I'm pretty sure there's a way to play the game in which you never have to actually fight your enemies and you can just nade them to death. Is this guy okay?
Our troops are advancing on Alpha 1.
That felt instant headshot. And he's only getting headshots, guys. Should we be worried? Should we be worried, guys? GW46 only hitting headshots. Thoughts? Yep, thoughts? That guy's only hitting headshots with the GW46? I don't even know what gun that is. Thoughts? He's cheating? I don't know. Maybe. What is the GW46, by the way? What gun is it?
Reload.
He's already on 8 kills. Okay. I know, you know, he could just be a god. I don't know. Maybe he's really good. You know, the way he killed me was kind of sus, but, you know, who knows? That's for the chat to decide.
Allied forces have taken Alpha 2.
I just hear someone to my right. Oh, come on, man. I forget. Hipfire is so weird sometimes. Sometimes it's like 100% perfectly accurate, and then sometimes
That's
it
one
ain't.
down. I'm out. Reloading.
This gun's like halfway between an assault rifle and an SMG, though, isn't it? That's kind of how it works. DBA Bob, thank you very much. Oh, this gun slaps, dude. What the fuck? It's like a halfway between a UMP-45 and an assault rifle.
Under attack.
That's how it feels like. I always I never, what's it called? Oh shit, I didn't hear that guy. I never tap fire anymore. Am I supposed to be tap firing more now? Yeah, DBA Bob, thank you for the 122 months. We have Bewilderbeast as well with the 13 months as well. When's Arc Raiders coming out? Everyone's saying June. Apparently there was leaks that it might be later this month, but I don't know. That's why I'm kind of sad about not knowing, because I'm a bit like...
Friendly wounded. Cover me.
What was I going to say? That guy stopped getting kills now. What's happened? Oh no, he just got 3 more kills instantly.
There's still time, but our forces are paying a cost.
Tap firing does nothing in this game? I thought that tap firing was... I thought they changed it. Or like not tap firing, spray. Like spraying in groups. Like groups of 5 or something. Like BF3, BF4. I thought maybe they changed it.
Reloading.
I still don't know if that guy's cheating or not.
No assistance required.
On your feet and fight.
That will leave a scar.
Damn.
The enemy has conquered Alpha 2.
Did he just get 6 lucky headshots off the spawn? We don't know, man. It's possible. At least I'm on the attacking team. We can take solace in that.
Securing Alpha 2.
I hit this guy. What the fuck? Here you go.
That's
Here you
one
go.
down. Cover me.
Can you guys even see what I'm shooting at? What if I put the scope on? This game has such high FOV settings. And I've not even got them on the highest. You can barely see what I'm shooting at half the time. Did I hear footsteps? I swear I did. I thought I heard 2 crispy footsteps on my left.
I'll be fine. Do not approach.
Hit him. There you go.
All objectives are under our control. The sector is ours.
Unlike, dude, they didn't see me. I thought they would have easily wiped me out there if they'd seen me then. I should have been dead. Unlucky. They checked and I wasn't there. There's another one there. I saw him to the right. I should have died, but it's okay. I'll take it. I will take it.
Enemies detected in this sector. New objectives marked.
Can I peek it and just peek with the pistol once? That guy's still there, apparently. But I can't see him. Whoa, I got stuck on the floor. That's bullshit. Fucking no audio until he literally stepped on my fucking head, man. Fuck, that's annoying. I could hear my teammate more than I could hear that guy. That's why I didn't react to it. Jesus Christ. Oh, you guys. You guys. Well, Trey, why didn't you start the conversation and then we can talk about it? What do you mean, dude? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to just be like a ticker, just saying the same thing over and over again for every person that enters the stream? I don't understand what you're talking about. We talked about it at the beginning of the stream. It's like, BF6 will be releasing in 2025. BF6. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Like, you're not talking about BF6 right now. Okay, well then, do you have a question? Go on. Oh, I didn't get the slide there. You sat down. What? Do you have any questions about BF6? Or you know what I mean? Like, what do you want?
Objective secure. Repeat, objective secure.
Hostile neutralized.
Some news on BF6. Yeah, so if you go to the beginning of the stream, which is where most people will probably watch the VOD in the end, so the title will make sense. GTA 6 has been moved to May 25th. There was an investor call. And the investor call is essentially saying that they're going to try and, or they're more comfortable with their release window after certain announcements have been made. There's been no confirmation, but they're very much alluding to it heavily. Do you know what I mean? Okay, Cat. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So there you go.
We have lost control of an objective.
How many guns and how large will the game be? Oh, I have no idea. We don't know about that. Every time I run across this gap, there's a guy right there. He's dead now. That was close.
That's one down.
There's a guy on the top as well. Do you see that?
Out of ammo, but reload.
Jesus Christ. Do I think 3060 Ti will play BF6? I don't know what the optimization is like. I think once again, the Battlefield game is probably going to be highly, what's it called? It's going to test your hardware, as it always has almost every single release. So I hope that they've made it optimized. They've tried to make the... Oh my god, that was actually lovely from me there. Even though I say so myself. Yeah, anyway. I do hope that it's optimized. But unfortunately, historically, they're not necessarily focusing on optimization most of the time. They're trying to make the game look next gen and stuff like that. So I don't know if a 3060 Ti will be like 100 FPS, maybe 60. If they're utilizing new AI stuff like DLSS, maybe you'll be okay.
Threat eliminated.
the fuck? How did they get there? How did they go
Our
prone?
forces are moving to attack Bravo 1.
Okay. Dead? Okay.
Reinforcements still coming, but we're at half strength.
Let's go on that window. I think there's more hiding around the corner, so if I push, I'm gonna get beamed. I'm not careful. Oh. Sure, just shoot me, not the guy lying prone. Go on. Got it. Through a 3060 Ti here, too. Fingers crossed. That's what I'm saying. 60 FPS? If that's your target? Probably. Hello, Chris. Where can you look at my current PC specs? Exclamation mark new PC takes you to the tweet that has all the specs in it. Any... Oh my god, I thought that was a player coming through the smoke. Any armor content dropping soon? They did add ladders. If you guys have seen Armor Reforger recently, they added... I don't know if that's a mod or if it's part of the original game, but they've added extendable ladders that you can carry in your backpack, which is kind of cool. And then you can use it as a stand as well, not just as a actual ladder. So that was cool. It should kill that guy in the corner. No, it didn't. How is he alive? He's still there, probably.
Allied troops targeting Bravo 1.
There are more people. Oh, there are more people around this corner. I just heard them get rezzed. Where are they? They're above. Damn. Missed. The third shot wasn't on target.
Enemy down. Need to reload.
I think I heard people getting rezzed up here, no? Did I not hear people getting rezzed? I swear I heard people getting rezzed. There's a guy here. I thought I heard people getting rezzed either above me or behind a wall, so they had to have been up here. Damn. Okay. I'm just avoiding that vehicle, what the fuck? Okay. I should probably be dead, but I will survive.
Out of ammo. Let's reload.
Oh man. You love the vids on Arc Raiders? Yeah, I'm glad you liked them. As I said, I can't wait for Arc Raiders. I think it's gonna be great. I again, like with BF1, I thought Arc Raiders was gonna be shite. Full transparency. I looked at the trailers and I thought, nope, this one's gonna be shit. Same with BF1, or like, so not with BF1 necessarily the trailers, but if someone was like, oh yeah, allegedly they're doing a World War 1 shooter, I was just like, nope, bad game. Turns out I was wrong. And then when I saw the trailers for Arc Raiders, I was like, nah. I was like, what, big big running desert combat with, I don't know, it just didn't look right to me. It looked kind of dead, like there was nothing going on. But as I said, so I thought the initial trailers made it look boring, but then when you actually see the gameplay, I was like, oh shit, this actually looks kind of sick. And when I actually played it, obviously, I was like, oh yeah, this is insane. Okay, there was someone just right next to me the whole time. Oh. It was a blast to watch. Yeah, it was a blast to play as well. As I said, my only concern is that because the mechanics are very cheesy, like they're fun, right? That's the point. But they're also cheesy. So if there's any kind of like end game If there's any kind of end game where you're basically only facing good players, it's going to be rough dying to 6 nades in every fight. Do you know what I mean? That's my only concern. I'm a little bit worried that the meta in a very casual game could end up being a little bit not fun to play. How did this guy die? How did you die? Oh, I'm gonna die maybe. Luckily they are spraying and missing, so we're okay. Any chance to jump on DMZ? Guys, I think we've talked about this several times. You guys know what's happening in DMZ right now, right? Whoa. Horrible. DMZ right now is, again, a game that's supposed to be casual, but is being ruined by a cheese meta, which is one-shot shotguns, 100% one-shot kill, and there's nothing you can do about it. It always happens. What were the meta weapons during the playtest? The anvil, any of the shotguns, the volcano, and the renegade. The SMGs, like for instance, you could take an insane, what's it called, epic SMG, and you will not beat a green shotgun in most scenarios. The range on the shotguns was crazy. Like, even at mid-range, you could just beam someone with a shotgun and basically put them out of action, and they can't see. Do I remember what my first ever stream was like? Yes, it was Arma 2 Wasteland mod in 2011. Like, 2K bitrate or something. If you miss Arc Raiders, you just play the finals. Nah, they're not the same. Do I ever pilot in Arma? I have recently. Not in the jets though. In the choppers. I was okay at that. The Rattler was okay. No, the Rattler's okay for damage, but if the reload it killed it. Unless you could get like a, could you get an updated version that allowed you to reload with a mag? Maybe that would make it okay. But you had to reload round by round, so that made it pointless. I think that was the point there. Did we ever see what the energy ammo was for? No. I did see... I played with Clean, and he had a railgun. Arma 2 Wasteland. I mean, you can play Arma Reforger Wasteland now. If you wanted an upgraded version. Snap hook. Yeah. I never found one. I played the game for 30 hours and I didn't see a single snap hook. So I got screwed in that regard. Everyone had it in their butt. That's why.
The Americans seek to destroy vital communications and support equipment that empowers the region. Our new allies need a show of strength. Defend the canal, break the American offense, and your contracts will
almost as rare as apricots. Oh, if you guys want to see the apricot run, it's on YouTube now. Is the Battlefield mod for any armor any good? I didn't get to play it because no one, the servers are always completely dead. So I never really got to play it properly. You know? Oh shit, this is when I run out because I think I'm playing McKay and then I can't do anything because I'm not playing McKay. Oh, they've got a bloody thing up already. I want to switch guns again. Maybe an SMG of some delineation. I mean, that was a stupid peek. You love the sense of humor in Arc Raiders too? It's pretty self-aware, I think. In most scenarios. They need to have a first-person mode in Arc Raiders. I think the devs have already said they're not even doing it. They don't even care. They're like, no. Come on. Equipment destroyed. That guy?
Attacking enemy. Cover me. Reloading.
Oh my god, that could have been crazy. It doesn't need first person? Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what they're going for. And it is different, at least. Feels different. What the fuck is that body doing? The body floating around inside the shipping container. Headshot? No. Headshot? Anybody? No. Headshot. You forget Greyzone exists. Greyzone has a big update coming called the Winds of War. And it does look pretty good. Okay, sure. Winds of War looks pretty good. It looks like they've added like some they've added some new features I've not seen before. Like they're actually adding dragging in a milsim environment. Please let me open the door. You see, this is the fucking problem with having this stupid animation that I have to hold E on the door to open it. I'm just standing there like, come on, a bit. Third person's good for PvE, yeah. But that's the thing, it's going to be a very heavily PvP. I mean, basically, it's almost... I mean, the one thing I will say about Arc Raiders is that at least the AI enemies are actually formidable. You know what I mean? The AI enemies actually are dangerous. And everyone's always too scared to do that. And I think that's the kind of focus they're going for. They're literally like, no, the AI will fuck you up. Like, that's part of the game. If you get into a fight and the AI start pushing you, they'll just ruin your fight, and that's that. And you just have to know that that's going to happen. What? There's no fucking way I just died there. Look where I am. And like, because some games half-arse it, and then it just feels like the AI are just annoying. And it's just like, whereas in this game, it's literally like, no, the AI are there to ruin your day. They will ruin your PvP fights. You're just going to have to get used to it. Sorry. That's how it is. That's the game. You will often die because the AI ruin your PvP fight. And that's how it is. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to some games which is like, no, the AI should run away when you're in a PvP fight so it doesn't ruin it. It's like, well... And then they eventually do ruin a PvP fight anyway, and you just feel like you got cheated because the game... It didn't feel like... It felt like the game was like against you. Like, why did it harass me instead of the enemy player or whatever? Is that an enemy? How the fuck did I... Okay. Sure, man. PH Christian, thank you for the 34 months. Thank you. Is there some sort of self-res in Arc Raiders? No. Although, I've always said this. If the game doesn't have a dedicated solos mode, solos should probably get a self-res of some kind. Kind of like how they do on Hunt, if you guys have played Hunt. Although Hunt's self-res is kind of overpowered. Because you can do it multiple times. Which I don't know if they thought about that. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I think if I had full health, though, I might have survived that.
No longer ours.
But yeah, thank you, PH Christian, for the 34 months. Thank you. Are you dead? Good. I just spawned literally next to them. You see that? The enemy was on the other side of the rock I spawned on. Self-revive too many times to get negative buff. I mean, or you should at least have to go to like a self-revive restart chase station or something, so you can't just go back to back. Oh, fuck off. I'm the... Oh my god, dude. I'm waiting on this corner. And I'm the one that dies. But then we got lucky on that, so...
cover.
We got rezzed and somehow they didn't see me. Oh. Did you just shoot my body? Hunt self-res went back to single use for solos? Yeah. None of the streamers I follow seem to play Grayzone at all.
Defend the objective. Do not let them take this
So
sector.
here's the thing with Grayzone. I gave a lot of feedback to Grayzone. About the fact that if you're playing it as a stream game, not even just as a stream game, but if you're playing it solo or you're playing it not in a like well-coordinated team, and the game is extremely hardcore for sometimes no reason, right? For instance, they have a mechanic where an AI can one-shot you in the heart and you just die instantly. And unfortunately, it's almost like unreadable as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can just get shot in the heart and that's it, you're dead. And it's like, yes, I understand the realism of that scenario, but that's not readable in a gameplay sense. Like, you can just be running along, one shot from an AI kills you instantly, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I've said to them a little bit like, if something is in the game and it's not readable, how do you even know that it happened? So they have this insane bullet penetration system where bullets will go through a piece of cover or glass and they'll get refracted and the splinters will cut. And it's like, bro, no one's gonna know how, unless right, when you die, it shows you a 3D path of the bullet and how it got diverted. And then you could be like, wow, that was really cool that I got killed by a random bullet that deflected off a piece of metal and then deflected off the window and hit me in the face. That would be cool. But you don't know that, so you just die instantly and you go, what the fuck? How did I just die? Like, I'm like 3 walls away from a fight and somehow a bullet killed me or an explosion or a piece of shrapnel. And there's no way of tangibly knowing how that happened. You're just like, what the fuck just happened? And then you just go like, that was frustrating. But if I was told, oh, this is what happened, you go, oh, damn. I got hit by it. The shrapnel broke off and the bullet deformed and it went through the wall. But if you can't have a way of knowing what happened, it just feels like you died to bullshit and or a cheater or something. It doesn't make any sense. And that's what games battle with like a lot, is you have to find the balance between what's fun and readable versus the realistic elements and making it tactical and making it feel, you know, grounded. But they don't have that. It's just simply you died, and that's that. And they have all of these really in-depth systems, but no way of knowing how they work. And basically they've said, and I said to them, like, guys, these systems are cool, but if with no way of knowing how they happened, like, you could lie. You could basically say, yeah, the system's in the game. And then you could just have a really simple algorithm that just goes, yeah, if bullet hits wood, turn into shotgun blast, and that's what happened. And how would I know? How am I ever going to know that complex system unless you basically forcibly show me how it works? And basically it's just too hardcore. Like, and another thing, I never thought I'd say this, right? The graphics are so high fidelity, right? And the bushes are so realistic that there is actually too many places to hide. You'd never think that would be a problem, right? You want the game to look as realistic as possible, but it genuinely breaks the game. There is too many places for people to hide. I think it actually takes away from the experience. There is, you can hide in every single bush in the game, and there is 10 billion of them. Do you know what I mean? Forensic ballistics isn't common knowledge for everyone. No. Oh, okay, I'm alive. Oh, hello. That guy just spawned on the thing I just destroyed. But it's not even about that. It's not even... It just feels weird. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is the game is so hardcore to the point where it's actually unenjoyable. Oh my god, I missed so much. And that's the feedback I tried to give. I just said, your mechanics are so hardcore that I find it hard to enjoy the game. I need some readability. I need some consistency. Every death in Grey Zone Warfare is someone sat in a bush and you ran past them. Unlucky. You know what I mean? That's the game. And Armor Reforger, I think, even though it looks worse, right? The game, I think Grey Zone Warfare looks incredible visually. But because Armor Reforger is worse, it makes the gameplay more fun. There is, if you look at a set of trees, there is 3 bushes that the enemy can be in, right? So I look at those 3 bushes and I go, oh, I think he's in one of these 3 bushes. If you look into a set of trees in Grey Zone, I'm not joking, 500 bushes. And they can be in any of them. And that's a skill issue, I guess. I don't know. It's like, it's just too easy to just be completely impossible to see in that game. Addis, thank you for the $10. Appreciate it. And no, I don't know Forensic Ballistics, unfortunately. And Affinity 8, thank you very much for the 11 months as well. Thank you. But the thing, that's not to say that Grey Zone's a bad game. It isn't a bad game. It looks incredible. The fact that they've built it with such a small team is insane. But the gameplay is so annoying. It's so frustrating. Like, I can't bear to deal with dying to a bush for the 15th time in a row. Like, it's just too much. I just feel like nothing I do will have any impact on the gameplay. Do you know what I mean? That's how it feels. It feels like nothing I can do will help me in a lot of these scenarios. Unless I play in such a way that's so boring. That it's unenjoyable. Basically checking every single bush. Every time you get to an area. Oh my god, there's people behind me.
We've been pushed out of our objective.
I genuinely said to the devs, you need to remove 60 to 70% of the foliage. And genuinely that'll improve your game. And improve performance, probably.
The sector. You must fall back and mount a defense in the next one.
You need to make it so that when you run up to an area, it's like there's one bush here, one bush here, one bush here, one bush here. They're going to be in one of those 5 bushes, not one of the 1,000 pieces of foliage in front of me. It's about what the devs want. Well, I mean, look, the other thing to look about with Grey Zone is it sold like, didn't it sell like 1 million copies?
Objectives assigned.
So they're good, dude.
There's nowhere else to fall back.
They sold 1 million copies, and I don't think 1 million people refunded. So good for them.
Turn around. You've left the engagement.
Cover me! Hostile neutralized! I'm out! Reloading!
I think there's people in the smoke. That was bad aim, but it worked out. Oh. Oh, I didn't have any of my guns ready to shoot.
Ready, need help! Back on your feet!
I'm behind this one. Is it worth buying this game for €5? Honestly, yeah. Probably. Honestly, yeah, I think so. Oh my god. I wasn't ready for the gun to not be loaded again. It's not loaded again. Let me get it ready. There we go.
Rally at the objective. We must not allow them to take the sector.
This was a choice. The finals is my go-to solo FPS. I mean, the finals actually, now that it has a smaller player base, is actually quite fun. Do you think they could improve Marathon? They got a lot of work to do, man. That's what I said. I was like, you guys need to do like almost a complete overhaul of like 50% of the mechanics in Marathon. That's how I feel. Right now, it doesn't feel like a game I'd enjoy. Usually smaller player base means it's just the sweats. I think it's the opposite. Because the player base is so small, the matchmaking doesn't have enough people to matchmake you against. So you're actually alright. Okay. Do I hear them? I hear them behind this truck. It sounds like. No? So am I not hearing them behind this truck?
Delta 1 is no longer ours.
They did not. They couldn't hear me. Isn't that insane? They couldn't hear me at all because this game has no audio for footsteps. That's just so crazy. I should have had like, I'm on the top of a shipping container. It should have been like, dung ding dung 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 ding dung. No, nothing. Just couldn't hear nothing.
That's one down. Out of ammo. Got to reload.
Oof. Oh no, my health regen. I should have probably died there. I actually looked away from the screen for a second.
Reloading. Tossing grenade.
I should be dead. Yeah.
I don't want help.
This BF really sucks. I mean, I play it. I have fun. I usually play... What usually happens is I end up playing almost every map, using all the guns I want to use, and then I'm like, all right, I'm done after like 2 hours. That's usually what happens. It's just all right, you know? If you wanted DICE to take one thing from 2042 and put it in the next Battlefield... some form of this system. I quite like it. I think it's a little bit too good. It's like actually kind of OP having the plus system, but I like the plus system. I don't think they're going to have it though. More people should be talking about how they think the Marathon IP and turned it into an extraction game. What would you want it to have been? You mean the Crysis Plus system? I forgot that it was in Crysis. Did anyone else play Crysis but only mess around with the physics and only play the Crysis for that reason? I remember the graphics for Crysis was so good. Even back like 15 years ago, all I did was just blow up every building. And did they ever use that system in a game where you could destroy every building? Do you remember that? And then swimming out to the ocean and getting killed by a shark and shitting yourself? The shark was actually terrifying. Like, genuinely terrifying. Hourglass breakthrough defender. Well, it's probably going to put me back in the same lobby, isn't it? And then you could destroy every tree, and when you and this is what I'm saying, they had insane features. Like you could destroy every twig and tree at the point where you shot it, which even games now don't even have that. So you could shoot a twig off a tree, and then shoot the twig in half, and then shoot the twig in half again, and it would react with physics in the environment as well. And then you could go up to into a what's it called, a room, blow it up. The fruit would fly everywhere. Cardboard boxes would blow around. The roof would like collapse a little bit. I was like, what the fuck, dude? This is insane. I mean, Bad Company 2, I think, is still... It's not technically dynamic destruction. It's still staged, right? It's like, if you shoot this wall out, and you shoot this wall out, and you shoot this wall out, then the same thing will happen every time. We're still... That's what I'm saying about the finals. That's why the finals was different. The finals is genuinely, you cut a hole, and this part of the building will become part of the map and fall on top of people. Like, what the fuck? That's insane. And you can, like, cut a hole in the floor and teleport yourself through it. Like, even Rainbow Six doesn't have that level of destruction. What impact could a simultaneous launch of Ark Raiders and Battlefield 6 have? Well, they will be competing with each other. It's still, in a way. I don't think that they're... I think that Ark Raiders was releasing sooner than we think it is. I think that Ark Raiders is coming within the next 2 months. Well, for balance reasons in Rainbow Six? Yeah. I'm surprised that Battlefield didn't do a Rainbow Six style system for their destruction, but I don't think they are. I think it's still going to be staged destruction.
This contract is different from the others. You're to deploy in South Africa near an abandoned
So
extraction
pre-prepared destruction, as opposed to like you can shoot a hole in a wall and look through it or whatever.
Focus on the US.
I'm surprised no other game has done that. I feel like Call of Duty needs to do that. I feel like Call of Duty needs to do Rainbow Six destruction in Call of Duty. If they wanna kind of have something new. Because haven't they run out of things now? Omni movement was the new thing. Now what? Now what? I know, I'm on defense. Yippee!
Threat eliminated.
Ow. Ow. Why am I just... What is that? What am I being hit by? Random explosions. Oh, it's a vehicle. Is the game audio loud enough? Probably wasn't for a while. You did that in BattleBit? It sounds horrible. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it's kind of like that's where they need to go if they want to do something new and interesting now, I feel. Could be wrong though. Uh-huh. Okay. Can they open this door? I don't know this map well enough. I thought I did. Very good. But I will probably... what the fuck is that? Please? Oh, I got my health back. No! Just got shot through a window. No! I didn't have time to reload. And then I thought I had enough bullets to at least get this man down. Maybe I should have meleeed. I forgot I have melee. I can't believe COD hasn't done nighttime Warzone because it would be horrible. You have to understand that the way that Warzone plays now is a very... What's the word? If you change the way it works now, people will just hate it. Oh my god, look at this guy. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. I needed half a second to shoot that guy. No, it would all be like thermals and thing, and it would be like as good as an LTM, but I don't think it would last. It just wouldn't last. People would just be like, I want my old normal guns back. I don't like doing this bollocks.
Recover. I'm reloading.
It's a bit like, do you know how I can describe it? Do you know what Warzone's like now? Warzone is like the people that only play Metro, right? It's kind of like this complete chaos, but people like the way that they've created this chaos. It always plays out the exact same way. You end up with two teams just killing each other endlessly in trench line warfare in the same way every single time. Yeah, it's not very interesting, but to them it is. You know, it's the same thing with Warzone and loadouts, and if you start changing the way that system works, they're just gonna get mad. They're just gonna be like, well, I want my metro back, where I just sit at the trench line, and sometimes we die and sometimes they die. And if you change Warzone's formula now from you spawn in, you get your loadout, and then you have all the best guns in the game, like Warzone's almost not even a battle royale in some ways, because they've essentially created this system where you always get the gun that you want. Because even PUBG hasn't like got to that point where it's like you have to search and find the weapon that you want, and sometimes you just have to make do with what you find, right? But Warzone's not like that anymore. Warzone's very structured in that everyone gets their loadout, and then everyone has the gun they want to use, and then you fight. And occasionally you have to use a gun you don't want to use, but 95% of the time you're going to use the gun that you pick. And that kind of takes away from the Battle Royale style. So if you were to make it night only and you force people to play in a way that they don't want to, you know, it's just never going to happen.
I'm here to help you.
Oh, I'm showing it.
Reduce the men.
It's just not really a battle royale. No, it's very much kind of like a, I don't even know. What would you describe Warzone as? Structured respawns ish. Or structured. It's still got, I don't know. It's half and half. Half and half between a battle royale and a respawn mode, really. Damn, we still own this building. Giant TDM. It's TDM with extra steps. And it is TDM, if you ask me.
Tango down.
Enemies?
You need to head back. You left the
I'm good. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. You see what I did there? That was good, wasn't that? Is the stream lagging? It shouldn't be. Yeah, I think night map and modes like that are good as limited time modes, but you don't want to change the game or force people into that. Otherwise, they'll get upset.
You've lost control of an objective.
Remember when DMZ was just night mode for basically the rest of the game? That was like the last update, wasn't it? The night mode. No, I didn't even see this guy. What the fuck? Okay, did you kill the guy that killed me? Because that's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, thanks guys. Good res. DMZ's daylight right now. Yeah. DMZ was crazy for content. They say that DMZ was being created during the creation of MW 2019. That's how long... What are you shooting? Oh, there is a guy there. What the fuck? Who's he shooting at? Stupid dog. Dude, who decided that dogs were a good idea to add to this game? Honestly, to this day, I'm just like, why? Why? Did they just cancel DMZ? They just stopped updating it. Because I think Warzone was becoming more popular again. What the fuck? And where did my nade go? On the guy that just shot me 15 times.
Need to reload.
Doesn't make any sense. How the fuck are you looking straight through smoke? We don't know. But no, they just stopped updating it. And then that was that. GG. Oh, shit. Very nice. That's close. See, there's someone right outside my building. I could hear them, and then they just don't hear anything again. I can just about hear footsteps. Just. How the fuck are you alive? Wait, why do I have two? Do I have 2 lasers on this thing? Or 3? Or is this just the... Oh, it's just the skin, isn't it? It's the Dead Space skin. Battle Royales have run their course. Well, don't tell Battlefield that. Don't tell Battlefield the Battlefield Battle Royales are over, dude. Ooh, I thought I'd killed him. Is this an enemy tank that I'm just running into? I don't even know. Is that? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Doesn't this skin have a special 1.25 times scope? Maybe. I don't think I changed it. Is it good? Is this worth buying? I mean, it's $3, yes. In my opinion, yes, it's worth buying. Oh my word. Very well played, man. Yeah, we're pretty sure that there's gonna be a Battle Royale, right? No. So hard to hit that guy in the sky. Yeah, that was a mess. Is Marathon savable? I don't know. I feel like they might need another year or something. Okay, of course I take the damage and he just gets to live.
Friendly needs assistance. Hostile neutralized.
Yes, baby.
Hold on, reloading. Out of ammo, let's reload.
No, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that right now. So that was a teammate's tank I was running into. That's fine. Now that I know that. Am I getting some BF practice for BF6? Well, I mean, now that we kind of know that it's releasing this year. If it doesn't release this year, that means something basically went horribly wrong. Is what we're kind of getting to at this point. Do you know what I mean? What they've said in the investor call is essentially, we are now more comfortable to release this year unless something goes horribly wrong. I'm paraphrasing, but that's kind of what they've said. They're basically like, yeah, We think this will be it should be good. Unless
Bravo 1 under assault.
very nice.
Reloading.
Let's headshot that guy, so that means he should be one shot.
Hold on, reloading. Target eliminated.
Oh, that was an enemy.
Out of ammo, got to reload.
Not a good message. What do you mean? It's a good message because it means that they've basically said if the game isn't what we believe is up to standard, then they will delay it even with the good news that the fuck. Even with the fact that they've essentially seen that GTA 6 is being launched next year, they might still delay it if the game is an absolute travesty. That's basically what they've said, but they haven't said it precisely because that would be weird anyway. That would be giving away too much information. This guy's brave. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's going to get the hit. He's dead. I thought you then they would release it early. No. So what they've said is they are pretty comfortable with what they have. However, they are still willing to delay it if it needs to be delayed. That's kind of what they've hinted at without giving too much away.
Reloading.
I survive.
Objective Bravo 1 is under attack.
Because again, they can't just directly say, right, now that GTA 6 isn't coming out, we might actually just try and push it anyway and just see what happens.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh, what the fuck? I stopped shooting because I genuinely thought he was fucking dead. It is what it is, and I believe we've won. Haven't we? GG.
You've prevented them from taking the site.
Am I more hyped for BF6 or GTA 6? Well, for me personally, obviously BF6. All I do is play FPS all day, every day, 6 days a week. I say all day. By all day, I mean 3 hours max. Maybe 4. Maybe 5. Let's be real here. What's the link with GTA 6? Not the same player base. Well, no, it is this. You have to understand, guys. GTA is the biggest game of all time. Unless you guys can think of something bigger. Grand Theft Auto releases are the biggest releases historically of all time. They will affect every other game company that releases in their same time frame. You know what I mean? So it's not like, oh yeah, different player base. No. You have to remember that when new games come out, right, they're usually expensive as well. So Battlefield's probably going to be a $60 game. GTA is probably going to be an $80 to $100 game. If people are spending money there, they're not going to spend money on something else, right? Which is the problem. When all games release at the same time, especially in October, November, December, right? People are more likely to spend money because it's Christmas. However, they only have a limited amount, right? So they have to choose which games they want. You know, normal people can't just buy every single game that comes out. And if you release around the same time as GTA 6, you are buying GTA 6. You don't. It's like Cyberpunk, even though and Cyberpunk actually was obviously not great, right? GTA 6 is the most hyped game for the last 10 years or whatever. So it's like, if you really want to try and compete for sales with a game that big, yeah. So that's why everyone's avoiding it. Titanfall 2 fell into this trap. Titanfall 2 released on the same day as BF1. And I don't know why they did that, but they did it. So yeah. Yeah. To put it lightly, GTA 6 is just, you know, everyone's going to want to avoid it no matter what. So anyway, guys, it was just more of a short stream today because I just wanted to talk about the stuff that they basically brought up with GTA 6 and the investor call, and we also got this, like, there was a development update in May 2025. I also talked about that earlier. Essentially, they're focusing on smooth, low latency, and high performance gunplay. And again, the fact that they actually focused on low latency as a feature of something that they are focusing on is the first time they've probably ever done that. Like, they've said, oh, we want nice gunplay, but they never said, oh, we want low latency gunplay. You know what I mean? Essentially addressing the issues that we had with 2042 at launch. I mean, you know, it's kind of like a big thing. It's a big deal. They don't say performance and optimization, though. They don't say we're focusing on performance and optimization. They purposely say gunplay. So I don't know whether the game's actually going to be like super runnable on everyone's systems, which is something I've always wanted. You know, but hopefully it's optimized. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching today. I will be back tomorrow with, you guessed it, Warzone. Yay! And then on Tuesday, we're doing Doom. Tuesday morning, I'll be on the new Doom game, and I'll do a playthrough probably. I don't know, how long do Doom games usually last? They like 5, 10, 15 hours? I swear they're like 12 hours usually if you speedrun them. But like, I don't think I'll be able to complete the game in one sitting, because that would be a long game. 10 to 15 hours, yeah. So it's less shooty, this one. It's more ability-y and moving. No, I'm not doing it on the hardest difficulty. No, screw that. I actually want to complete the game. I mean, I could, but I just feel like it's just not worth it. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching today. I will be back tomorrow with your favorite game, Warzone. And then, yeah, hopefully Doom's fun and we do a full playthrough. And we'll see how it goes, yeah? All right, have a good one. See you later. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the memberships, super chats, all that stuff. Thank you. See you guys tomorrow. Have a nice weekend. Good